So we're almost at 30,000 miles, so that means time to do the air filter on this Mazda CX-9. First thing is to pop the hood. Lift up the hood. Put the pop shaft right in there. So if you're looking at the engine bay, this is your filter housing right here. And then right down here is a clip. So you're going to take that off. And then right over here is a second clip. So you can take that off. So now we can just lift up from the front side here. And there's your filter. Now, if we look at the back side of this housing right here, there's kind of three little tabs down there, if you can see those. And those go in right here. There's one, there's two, there's three. So those just kind of slide underneath. Now you can see the top of the filter looks fairly clean, but then when I turn it over, you can see there's plenty of dirt in there, so this filter did need to be changed. Mazda recommends every about 30,000 miles, more if you're in extremely dusty environments. Now this is the new filter that I'm going to use, guys. The brand is a Denso, part number 143-3789. This is as far as I know, not an OEM filter, but it is an OEM style filter. And as you can see, it looks pretty much identical. Obviously, guys, this is the bottom, so you want that to go in first. This little seal here goes around the lip on the top. But just before I put the new filter in, first I'm going to take a shop vac and just kind of vacuum out in here. It really doesn't look too bad, but that's just something that I always do. Also, if you guys were wondering, this is actually your intake tube. Sucks in air from the front, goes down this little pipe, comes out here, and then it filters up and then through the hose here back into your engine. That's why the bottom of the filter was dirty and the top was clean. Alright, so now we just drop the new filter down in there. Make sure that the rubber seal is level, flush, where it needs to go. Now we're just going to slide those three tabs that I showed you earlier and to where they need to go. Just making sure that seal doesn't get out of alignment as I slide these onto their tabs. There we go. And of course, now we just have to put the two clips back on where they go. Kind of press down and do that at the same time. And we are done, guys. All set to go. Should be good for another 30,000 miles. This is a quote that I got recently from a dealer. As you can see, they were going to charge $62 just to install the air filter. Most of the dealers I've seen charge around $30 for an OEM filter. So that means they're charging you $30, $32 in labor costs. Not a lot at a dealership, but as you just saw, this is like a 2-minute job. So $30 for a 2-minute job is a lot to pay anyone. This is a great example of why I encourage people to learn basic maintenance on their own cars. This is a great one to just kind of get your feet wet if you're not quite ready to do fluids or anything a little more advanced. But this is a great example of how even just learning some of the basics, you can save hundreds of dollars per year. And if you're willing to do a little bit more, that can easily add up to thousands. So do it yourself, guys.